At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
45, 45. Mike, 45.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Ready?
Switch, switch, switch.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the Buccaneers' 18-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the slant.
Here's Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, it's Saunders. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a 10.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Deshaun Hand in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready? 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
45 is the mark. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Motion. Block.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Madison. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Kill. Go, lady. $45.
6-6. Pull it high.
I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Here we go.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Darnold on 3rd down. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
You got knuckle. Watch safety creep. Watch safety. Safety's creeping.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. The 40, 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here we go. Check right 45. Hey, lady.
Off of play action, Darnold. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. field, complete. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run with Madison. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Check 4, check 4.
Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Darnold. That's caught by Trey Quinn. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Kill, kill, kill. Red 80. Kill, kill, kill. Turn out. Red 80. Kill, kill, kill.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 19-yard line.
Ready. Blue way. 46 to Mike. Rabbit.
They go play action. Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And taken right on the 30. $12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
First and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Darnold. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And it's complete. Hooper. A good pickup there at 22.
Mike, 45.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. To the air again, Darnold. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team. They'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Mike 46. Mike 46.
From the gun, Winston going up top. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. That'll bring up second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Not today. Flip it, flip it, flip it. 45 to the right. I got it.
Final play of the half here. Winston. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So, boy, that's already the third they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll run it with Madison, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 5-4. Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son. Check 3. Check 3. Check, check, check.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Time 54. Mike's 54. Your track, your track. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check, 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 check. Check, lady. Check 26. Check 26. It's that. It's that.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Going on the ground with Madison. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop him from the 1 back to the 2. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go,
They got his man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 30 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
We got 3. We got 3. Keep 39. 39. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Here's Winston. A screen to Bell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. So we got man.
Throwing, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. A very solid gain of 27.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
What's that? 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Don't let him breathe! Don't let him breathe!
And 80! And 80! Hey, switch gears.
Darnold now to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Caught here by Bell. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Throwing again on second down. Winston, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach right on his...
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Alexander Madison, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Darnold. And this is caught. It's Parker. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
And a Falcon first down.
45, Mike, 45. Coming to you, coming to you.
Here's Madison. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Falcons on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And it's caught by Parker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now a give to Madison. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On first down, Saunders. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
We're going to sign. Come off the ball.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
We're going to sign. 45. Check 545. You must be true.
Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception, and he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. The first down throw for Winston. That's complete. It's Bell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air again with Winston. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. Here we go.
One last shot now for Winston. Now a desperation. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.